exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Charlotte Hornets Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on NBA 2K22. That's right, we are back, and in the last episode, it was not how we wanted the episode to end. We made it to the NBA Finals for the second straight year, and after a dramatic trip to the finals where we went down 3-1 to the Toronto Raptors in the second round. We took them to 7 games and won. We went down 2-0 to the Celtics and then came back 4-2 and won. And then went down 3-1 to the New Orleans Pelicans in the NBA Finals and could not come back. It was just too much. Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Zion, Kenny Smith. It was just too much to handle. The Pelicans win the NBA Finals 4-1. And we look to rebuild. Not rebuild, but improve, I should say. Because we don't really need to rebuild. We just need to improve on some spots in the offseason. I've got my eye on some key pieces in the offseason that we're going to have to look for. If you guys are excited for the offseason video, make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. We'd love to have you. Let's get into the video. All right, so we are where we left off. Sadly, the Pelicans have beat us in the NBA Finals. Let's just get off of this screen so I don't have to see it anymore. Michael Jordan won the Finals MVP. Player retirements are a lot of guys that we don't really care about. None of them really made that big of an impact on their teams, so they are all retired. Staff retirements, David Yeager. He retires. Good for him. League meetings. We will reject everything that was approved. Make sure everything else is rejected. Yes, it is. All right. Draft lottery. It's draft lottery time. I saw the Thunder with a couple of picks. They do have a couple of picks. The Hawks have the best odds. Let's see what happens here. You know what? Let's just skip it, right? Let's just skip it. Thunder get the pick. I guess we'll just skip through these. The Knicks get the 13th pick. The Wizards get the 12th pick. All right. Then we have the 76ers up next for the 11th pick. It is going to be the 76ers. No surprises yet, I don't think. Nuggets still get the 10th pick. Kind of sucks that we don't have a lottery pick. We could trade up if we needed to because we have Amari Stoudemire that we're not looking really to re-sign. I mean, if we need to re-sign and trade him, that's what we will do. The Cavs have this pick projection, and they will get it, the 8th pick. The Thunder have the 14th pick and then a pick up in the top half. The Nets will move up. The Pacers have fallen. The Nets will go to the top 4. The Grizzlies will not move. They will stay at 6. Then we have the Rockets at number 5. They will stay at 5. All right. The Nets, they moved up from 7, and they will stay at 4. So we have the top 3. It is the Jazz, Utah Jazz with the 3rd best projection. They get the 3rd pick. Interesting. Then we have the Rockets with the 2nd projection. They will get the number 1 overall pick. The Hawks fall to 2. Bad odds for them. And the Houston Rockets win the lottery. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them. We do not have a pick until pick 29. That is okay, because we don't really need to have a pick. That's huge, though, that the Rockets got that number 1 pick. All right, we don't really need to fire a coach, do we? I don't think so. Do we stick with James Borrego? He's got us to the finals twice. I mean, obviously, we could go with, like, Matt Stauffer. That would be the obvious choice to go with. But Steve Nash is also here, and he plays a perimeter-centric style, which is very interesting because that's the kind of style that I like to run, where we just keep Shaq down low and then everybody else just goes out wide, which is what we could do. You know what? I'm kind of interested in Steve Nash. Billy Donovan's got a balanced one. Should we stay with Borrego? I mean, we could just cheese the system and pick Michael Stauffer. I mean, that's the obvious choice, but I don't feel like we should do that. Mike Budenholzer also is a balanced coach. He's got a lot of stars, a lot of badges. Borrego's got... I don't know what we wanted. I don't know what we should do. I feel like we should move on from Borrego. I'm not really feeling it right now. He's not really doing it for me. Where'd all the head coaches go? I mean, Ime Aduka is here, or however you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm kind of feeling Mike Budenholzer. He's got 3 offers, which kind of sucks. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Frank Vogel could be an option. I think we're going to fire Borrego. I'm sorry, James Borrego. We're firing you. We're moving on. We're getting somebody very, very crucial to this squad. Now, who do we get? I don't know. Somebody that fits our scheme, which is going to be either pace and space or perimeter centric or something like that. I mean, Borrego does run perimeter centric, but I don't know. I got to move on from him. So I think we should go, not with Michael Stauffer, but we will go with, it's really coming down to either Steve Nash or Mike Budenholzer. I'm feeling Budenholzer. We'll increase his money a little bit. We can't increase his money. All right. So he's got an offer. I'm not sure if we'll get him. He's tentative about signing. He rejected us. Not good. Okay. He rejected us. So we will not be getting Mike Budenholzer, but we can have a shot at Udoka if we want. I don't know what I want to do here. Is that Mike Miller? No, it's Mason Miller. Budenholzer did not accept. Kind of sucks. But we have Steven Silas, who is also here. Billy Donovan runs balance. Billy Donovan would be nice to have. I give him a 3-year deal. He will accept that. And we got Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan will be our head coach for at least 2 seasons. We'll give him that third year as kind of like a player option almost. Pre-draft workouts. We'll get to the NBA draft now. We have a late pick. Do I want to trade that pick? I don't know. Maybe. Not player finder. Why do I always hit the wrong button? Trade finder. We don't have Mari Stoudemire on the squad, if you remember, because his contract ran out. But Greg Oden is also on this team, who we are looking to move. And if we throw in Greg Oden with the 29th overall pick, could we move up in the draft and possibly get a player alongside that? Or is Greg Oden just not good enough to get a pick? It doesn't look like Greg Oden is good enough to get a pick higher than 29. So that's kind of worthless at this point. But what is Greg Oden good enough to get by himself? We could get DeJounte Murray, but we'd have to give up a 2027 first-round pick. We could get Mitchell Robinson, David West, and Taj Gibson. Damian Collins. 2 first-round picks from the Rockets would be kind of big because the Rockets got the first overall pick this year. That might be the move. Yeah, I'm gonna trade Greg Oden for 2 first-round picks. All right, so we trade Greg Oden. We free up some extra money to bring in some bigger guys, some bigger name guys. John Isaac. What does John Isaac get us? He's been playing really well for us. I'd hate to see him go, but if he can bring us something really good, then I wouldn't be too upset about it. Thaddeus Young in a first-rounder, no. Nothing there. Not really see anything. Mikal Bridges, but they don't really... 2K doesn't really do Mikal Bridges that good. So maybe if we throw in that pick alongside it, Does that help us out a little bit? Kyle Lowry? I'm not seeing anything really that good. Especially nothing, yeah, nothing there. Nothing's doing there. So John Isaac's probably going to stay on the squad. I like Al Harrington. Obviously, I like these top 4 guys. Duncan Robinson's probably going to stay. I think we're good, and we just take our pick when we get our pick. Obviously, we know who's in this draft because, unless you guys forgot, these are all the picks that are in the draft. I think there's 29 decent players in this draft, so I mean, we should be good enough to find somebody decent. Unless somebody gets picked over. I mean, there's some pretty good players in here, so we'll just have to wait and see who's going to go number 1. The Houston Rockets take Pau Gasol, number 1 overall from Spain. The Hawks get Joe Johnson. That's cool. Good for the Hawks. Rasheed Wallace heads to Utah. That's a big pickup. Tyson Chandler heading to Brooklyn. Big time pickup for them. Ron Artest heading to Houston. So Houston's getting some good players in this draft. Luol Deng is going to Memphis. Jeremy Lin headed to Indiana. Victor Wembanyama goes to the Cavs, another center for them. Jamal Crawford is headed to the Kings to team up with Klay Thompson and all those guys. Len Bias is going to the Denver Nuggets. What else we got here? We got a trade. Joe Johnson's going to Philly for Amani Bates. They chose Amani Bates over Joe Johnson. Okay. So Joe Johnson's in Philadelphia now. Tayshaun Prince is headed to Washington. The New York Knicks will take Brandon Roy. Interesting pickup. I like it. The Thunder take Derek Lively out of Duke. Shaedon Sharpe headed to the champions. The defending champions get a nice pickup there. Keontae George goes to the Orlando Magic. Scoot Henderson goes to the New York Knicks. Scoot Henderson, that's a good name. I like that. Derek Fisher's going to LA, but not the Lakers, the Clippers. Then we have the Spurs take Ousmane Ndiaye. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. I think I did okay on that pronunciation. Celso Costa. Is that how you say it? Celso Costa? I don't know, but he's headed to Minnesota. Then we've got Lyle Lloyd going to Boston. If we pause the draft here, who's left? Who's left? All these guys have been taken. You've been taken. All these guys have gotten taken. Amari Bailey's still out there. He might get taken before us. J.R. Smith is still there. Somebody that I'd be willing to take. So there's still a couple options. Jalen Rose is still out there. Possibility. So there's still a couple guys here as we move forward closer to the end of the first round. Amari Bailey does go to the Suns. They made it to the Western Conference Finals. J.R. Smith goes to the Raptors. So, of course, all the things that I was just saying. Richard Porter goes to the Magic. Everett Rivers headed to the Blazers. Then you got Adem Bona to the Golden State Warriors. The Pistons take Tracy Rollins out of Mississippi. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder take Leon Bowman from Tennessee. Now we are up. The Charlotte Hornets are up. We've received some trade offers. Would you like to review them? Well, I wouldn't be doing my job as a general manager if I didn't want to talk about trades. So we could get not a whole lot of good stuff. Jamal Crawford. I mean, do we really want Jamal Crawford that much? Oh, this is old Jamal Crawford. We just drafted... Wait. No, this is young. Oh, I got to change the ages. I forgot about it. I'll get that figured out. I'll get that for the next episode. I was going to say that's old Jamal Crawford, but no, that's the rookie Jamal Crawford. We just got to change. I got to change all the ages. I'm not seeing anything good here. So it looks like we're going to keep this pick, and we are going to draft somebody with it. If I can resume the draft. There we go. Wait, who did it take? Choose prospect. Oh, we didn't take anybody. All right, good. So Philip Lyons is the best player available. He is, what's his comparison? He's got Joe Dumars. Then we got Latrell Sprewell. Nobody really that good. Is there anybody Hall of Fame down here? I mean, there was a Dennis Rodman for Randolph O'Neal. I know that Jalen, Listen to Jalen something. Jalen Rose. I forgot his name for a second. Jalen Rose is still here because I haven't read his name yet. He's just down farther. There he is. Jalen Rose is here. Do we take Jalen? Do we take Jalen Rose? Is it worth it? There could be somebody better, I guess. Who do we have scouted? Jalen Rose is our most scouted player. You know what? We'll take Jalen Rose. Who knows if he'll stay on the squad, but we will take Jalen Rose with the first pick, or with our 29th pick, our first round pick. Victor Maggetti goes to the Lakers, and the 76ers will get Judd Moore. Good for them. We will go to the end of the draft. All right, sorry about that. I had a phone call. Pau Gasol is a 95 overall. Joe Johnson's 88. Rasheed Wallace is an 87. Tyson Chandler, 86. Ron Artest, 88. A lot of these guys coming in studs. Luol Deng is 87. Jeremy Lin's an 86. Wembanyama is an 81. Jamal Crawford's an 82. I will once again fix all these ages because they're not right. Any other big name guys that are high overalls? How's Jalen Rose? Jalen Rose is a 74. So who knows if he'll play? He may play a little bit. I don't know. We'll accept him. Team player options. We got Cade Cunningham, who we will accept. And LaMelo Ball accepted his team option. A lot of people declined. A couple people declining. We move forward to qualifying offers. This is where it gets interesting. Do we want to keep Jae'Sean Tate? Let's not offer Bol, but we'll keep Jae'Sean. We'll offer Jae'Sean. We'll keep him. And here's where the good stuff happens. I've got my eye on some people. Can we bring them in? I don't know. We've got Carmelo Anthony, who we have bird rights with, so we will offer him some big time money. $32 million over 5 years. He should accept that. We also have bird rights on Amari Stoudemire, but do we let Amari walk, or do we try and trade Amari? That's the big question. That is the big question. We'll come back to that. But here's where we want to go. Michael Jordan just beat us. He just beat us in the NBA Finals. Would he pull a Kevin Durant and jump ship to the team that he just beat to help them win a championship? That would be massive if he would. I'm going to go actually redo that contract so I can offer him a no-trade clause and a player option. And we'll give him a bunch of money. $40.8 million. Where does that put us? That's not what I wanted to see. Detailed view. Wait, how do I want to check his contract? Or how do I want to check his offers? Because I want to go here. That's what I want to do. So we are not in the running. We are not in the running. Everybody's offering him 4-year deals. So if I change my contract to a... Oh, okay. It's the moratorium period still. So let's offer Curry a contract in the moratorium period. Who knows if we'll even get Steph Curry. But we will offer him a contract. That puts us not really in the running for Curry either. This is going to be tough, boys. We have no more offers left in day 1 of the moratorium period. Carmelo accepts. We will release these guys' cap holds. Should we release Amari's cap hold? I don't know. Michael Jordan has decided to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers, and Curry has decided to sign with the Pelicans. Wow. So Jordan goes to the Clippers, Duncan goes to the Kings, Curry to the Pelicans, the Raptors get Kevin Durant, Bill Russell's headed to the Warriors, and we get Melo back. So we got to regroup here, boys. We got to regroup. We didn't get Curry or Jordan. So taking a look at the roster, we need to get a small forward for sure, and we need to get a power forward, somebody that can shoot the 3 ball. So if we go to small forward and power forward, we got Scottie Pippen, we got Dominique, we got Paul George. There's some good players here. Paul George might be the guy. As for power forward, Zion, Amari, obviously, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love can shoot the 3 ball. That could be good. Maybe Kevin Love is the guy. Center is Jokic, Bosch, Gasol. Okay, there's some interesting guys here. We got point guards and shooting guards: Tracy McGrady, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups. Do we go for Paul George? I think we put an offer in on Paul George. I don't see a problem with that. I don't see the problem in putting an offer in on Paul George, especially if we can get him. We are his best offer besides the restricted offer that he has. As for power forwards, I think Kevin Love is the best that we can do here as far as stretching the floor. I mean, obviously Draymond, but Kevin Love, if you guys remember Kevin Love back in the Timberwolves days, Kevin Love was a demon in the Timberwolves. So if we just offer Kevin Love some max money, see what he says to that. So if we go over here and view offers, we are his best offer. We have one more offer to somebody in the moratorium period, day 2. But who do we want to offer that to? Do we want to go for like a guy like Jokic? Because what do we need? We have Shaq. We could move Shaq to, or we can move Jokic to power forward if we go for Jokic, or we can go for Chris Bosh and then move Bosh to power forward. That could be interesting. And then have Kevin Love come off the bench, and then possibly trade Al Harrington or John Isaac or one of those guys. I think we throw an offer at Chris Bosh. All right, that's all of our offers. We got all 3 of them. Okay. So all 3 of them have currently accepted. The Toronto Raptors have decided to match the offer sheet for Paul George. We are striking out on small forwards or players of that caliber. That is not ideal at all. They matched the offer. Paul, why'd you have to be restricted? Okay. That's all right, because Dominique is still here. Elgin Baylor is still here. Peja Stojakovic is still here. Chris Middleton, Cash Money Chris. Even shooting guard, Sidney Moncrief we could go for. Or a Mitch Richmond. And then move him to small forward, I guess. Steve Nash is still available. He's not restricted, and he has no offers. Why does Steve Nash have no offers? I'll throw an offer at Steve Nash. Centers. Is there really anybody else that we would want or we'd even consider? Jermaine O'Neal. I mean, yeah. That's a lot of money for Jermaine O'Neal, though. Dwight's right underneath him. He has no offers. So if we go for like a 2-year deal and just drop this money down a whole heck of a lot, not too much because we don't want to make him upset. There we go. So we have 1 offer remaining. Antoine Jameson. Do we just go like super big? Because I already threw an offer at Steve Nash. I think we got to use this final offer. No, because I think those guys will make it past moratorium. Antoine Jameson's got an A-3 ball. Something that Amari Stoudemire definitely doesn't have. But we are getting Kevin Love. I think Peja could be a nice guy off the bench to shoot the mid-range and shoot the 3. So we got Steve Nash, we got Jermaine O'Neal, we got Peja. All those guys have signed. So as a little bit of a recap here, Jordan to the Clippers, we saw that. Duncan to the Kings, Curry to the Pelicans, Durant to the Raptors, Rose to the Celtics, Bill Russell to the Warriors, Nikola Jokic to the Heat, Scottie Pippen Trailblazers, that's funny. Isaiah Thomas to the Celtics, that's disgusting. We got Steve Nash and Carmelo Anthony back. Tracy McGrady goes to the Clippers. Dominique to the Pistons, Paul George to the Raptors, Zion back to the Pelicans, Sidney Moncrief to the Rockets, Amari Stoudemire signs to the 76ers, Bosch to us to the Hornets, Marc Gasol to the Lakers. We got Patrick Ewing to the Warriors, and that's it. So now we go to the rest of the team. Gary Payton's still available. We got Clyde Drexler still available. He's restricted though. Elgin Baylor made it through. So let's take a look at our roster real quick. Take a look at our roster. So we got Kobe, Shaq, Steve Nash, Melo, Penny, Chris Bosh, who I kind of want to move to power forward. So let's just go quickly and edit Chris Bosh. Vitals, and make him a power forward center instead of a center power forward. Can I change his jersey number to 1? I can. There we go. All right, keep the changes. Now Bosh is a power forward, so our starting lineup would be Steve Nash, Kobe, Melo, Bosh, and Shaq, with Penny being the 6-man, and then Peja, Ray Allen, Kevin Love, Cade, Al Harrington. We got a lot of guys. A lot of guys on the squad. I'm probably going to trade some of these big men, like John Isaac and Al Harrington, and maybe Duncan, because Jermaine can be our backup center for Shaq. We trade John Isaac. We might trade Jalen Rose. Let me do something. Let me go to trade finder. So we trade John Isaac and we throw in Jalen Rose in that deal. What can that get for us? There's got to be something out there that's worthy of these two players. And it doesn't look like there's a whole heck of a lot. We could get Mikal Bridges in a 2024 first from the Thunder, but we'd have to throw in our 2023 first round pick. Wait, what? Why are we throwing that in? We don't. What? That doesn't make any sense. We don't have that pick. That pick was Jalen Rose. So they're throwing in the draft pick and Jalen Rose, which is the same thing. I'm confused. But we could get Mikal Bridges, who would be the replacement small forward. I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's do it. We trade Jalen Rose and John Isaac for Mikal Bridges. We also get a first round pick next year, or this upcoming season. So, okay. We got a lot of big men. We've got Bosh, we've got Kevin Love, and Al Harrington. So we got 3 possible power forwards. They can all stretch the floor, which is what I wanted. We've got 3 point guards. We've got 3 shooting guards. And we've got 2 small forwards. 3 small forwards now that we have Mikal. So this team is basically done. I can't check the lineups right now. Is this team good? Is there somebody else that we could use in free agency possibly? I don't know. I don't know if this team's good. I mean, it's good, but I don't know if this team is ready to move on from free agency. What can we get for Melo? Let me just throw Melo in the trade finder. What can we get for Melo? We just re-upped him to a 5-year contract. What can we get for him? Tony Parker and Emmanuel Quickley. Damian Lillard and Carlos Boozer. Klay Thompson and Mitchell Robinson's interesting. Bradley Beal and DeMar DeRozan. There's interesting options out there. What if I threw in an unprotected first? We have 3 of them. That bumps up the stuff a little bit. This is tricky to do. I don't know what to really do. If I throw McHale in the trade finder as well, Barkley and Hibbert. We're not really getting like stud players, but we're getting good players. I don't know. I may have to work something in the offs or in the off-camera stuff. I may have to mess around and see what I can do, because I don't know. I just don't really. It doesn't really feel like it's done. The work doesn't feel done, if you know what I mean. I don't know what it is. It just feels like we're missing something that we could add to the team by trading. I just don't know who that person is. And that's what I have to find out. And I don't think it's anybody here. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I don't feel like this team is ready just yet. And free agency is not going to help us, I don't think. I mean, there's some good players here, but in positions that we don't really need necessarily. So I think we're done. We'll go to player progression and then end this video off. So free agency was done. Jay Sean accepts the qualifying offer, so Jay Sean's back. Kobe, still a 99. Shaq's a 98. Mel is up to a 96. Got a couple guys dropping a little bit. Cade is up to an 89. Bosch drops down. Okay, we got a lot of players here. Summer League, All-Star City Selection. Well, let's go to that. I like picking this city selection. Let's go to not New York. Let's go to Salt Lake City. We'll have it in Utah for the All-Star game. That sounds like an awesome plan. And now we go to the next season with this team. Is this team good enough to win a championship? Probably. But is this team making me happy? I don't know. I like our starting lineup. I don't think I'm going to mess with the starting lineup. It's the bench that I'm worried about. The bench that I'm confused about. So I'm going to do a little bit of tinkering. I'm going to do some investigating, doing some extra knowledge, go and throw some people in the trade finder, maybe some different combinations, see if I can find anything that I like. And then I will let you guys know what I found in the start of the next episode, which will be the start of season number 3 here in Charlotte. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button if you did, hit that notification bell and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.